Greetings to all. You are watching Wisdom with Anthony. So today my topic is, as you must have seen on the thumbnail also. So let me say, the topic of today's video is why practice is important. You must have heard a lot of teachers saying this, practice every single day. You must have seen in the books, you must have come across this very topic that you need to practice every single day in order to become fluent. If you want to speak English, you need to be every day a person who practices and who involves himself in everyday's practice. Let us take one example. You know, if you are a swimmer, if you want to learn how to swim, I just teach you from the book. Everything from very basics, that which angle you need to raise your hand, how to breathe in while being under the water, how to respond to the water, how to keep your neck, in which direction you are to move your hands. Do you think that you can be a good swimmer by reading all those rules and being in a room and reading a book? Obviously your answer is not. To be a good swimmer, you need to get into the swimming pool. To be a good speaker of English language, similarly, you need to speak every single day. No, let me ask you some questions. Do you know basic grammar? Your answer is yes. Do you know enough words or vocabulary? Your answer is yes. Do you know enough structures? Your answer is yes. Do you understand when somebody speaks English? Your answer is yes. Then what is the problem? What is the issue? The problem is that we are not ready to practice. And when we are not ready to practice, whatever the learned stuff that we have learned, that stuff, it doesn't come out spontaneously. Actually, what is the role of practice in English? If you understand this only and very thing, believe me, your English will go to next level 101%. I have watched a lot of videos. I have learned many things. I have been preparing notes. I have been dealing with grammar details and the structures, this, that, blah, blah. But still I'm not able to speak. I need to find out the result. I need to find out the reason that was affecting my result. You know, speaking is very crucial part of any language when we are in terms of learning, because it should come out spontaneous. You cannot every time sit and translate for every single word from the very first language, because if English is your first language, so that is not a case, not a problem, because obviously you must not be watching this video if English could have been your first language. You are on this platform just to make sure that English is my second language and why I'm still struggling. Why? The answer is I'm not practicing in the right way. Let me give you one more example. Suppose a cricketer, okay, a person who represents his country in international cricket. Do you think so that he can play well without practicing? He may not be selected, believe me. If he is not in terms of practice, first of all, when we practice, we play on a small level. You can say town level, block level. Then we improve our practice and improve our game. We are given a chance to play or represent district. Then we play on state level. Then we play national level. Then we Ranjis and all. Then the chance is given to play international level. How much practice is needed for a person who is going to face a ball which is being thrown at him like a bullet at 150 kilometers per hour? Only practice enables him to play that ball well. So what is happening in our case, you know, we tend to speak very one or two sentences, that we have crammed. Very beautifully we are able to express, but when we get into the conversation, we get fumble, we get stuck. Why? Because we have not made a practice our daily routine. We have not included it. Practice is far away from me, but my aim is to speak fluent English. It can never ever happen. As it is being applied there in that field, cricket field or swimming field, same happens with the driving. You can take that example also. So my English is not improving because I am not practicing. I need to practice. I need to understand the value of practicing. If you don't practice, please do not think of being fluent. Do not think of speaking English. And nowadays, it's a highly demanded. Sometimes the people may not consider you an educated one if you are not able to converse in English. Right? Sometimes the housewives, if you are a housewife and watching this video, this is your problem, isn't it? Your mama just, when your kids come to you and they say, Mama, please don't attend my PTMs, because all the mothers there, they speak fluent English. And you are not able to even teach them. And that brings what? Inferiority within you. You are losing opportunities to get promotion. You are losing jobs because of your wrong pronunciation, because of your lack of confidence, because of your spoken English. You are losing because you don't have communication skills. That's why you are losing a job, an opportunity, chances. Just because of speaking English, you are losing many things in life. Haven't you realized something? Where am I lacking? Where am I lagging behind? The answer is, I'm not in terms of practice. I want to achieve my goal, but I don't want to practice. I want to be in Mumbai, but I don't want to travel. Is it not possible? I want to represent my country in athletics, but I don't want to practice. It is not possible. One day I was watching interview of Michael Phelps. You know that very well. He's a world-class swimmer. He's the only person who has won the most number of gold medals in a single Olympic. You know what he was saying? I was highly impressed. He said that he would practice without considering his health. Every single day for 7 to 8 hours, he used to be in swimming pool. Whether he was suffering from fever, illness, problem, so not and what not. Still, he would practice every single day. You know how actually practice makes you or enables you speak English? Let me let you know. Suppose you have learned rules and everything, no? So when you are in terms of practice, no? So whatever the crammed things, no? Even if you can say, sir, I have crammed certain things. So you next time when you are about to use that, no, you are not supposed to recall those things, because automatically your brain will supply you spontaneous. It's a crucial part of speaking. Because when you are in the habit of speaking English and you have practiced enough, automatically when you go into any conversation, even if you are addressing a crowd, obviously you are there confident to speak English. The reason behind it, you are fluent. You need not to look for the words. You are not fumbling. You are not making mistakes. Sometimes is okay, no problem. Everybody does that. Even the native speaker do that. Don't even feel any problem in that case. Don't feel any problem. I'm making mistakes. See, I'm just giving video, no? I'm just making video and I'm just giving you speech. So I'm also making mistakes. So mistakes are bound to happen. These are part of speaking. I just wanted to show you that while speaking, I also made mistakes. So what? Everybody does that. Why should I be bothered about that? Now I think that you are getting what I mean to say. Just with the fear of making mistakes, don't pull your step back. No, don't step back, please. What is the main thing? That we are not focusing. Other things, we have lots of issues. We are looking at the lots of things, but we are not ready to practice. It is not possible. You need to put your efforts to speak English every single day. And the more you listen, the more you are able to open your mouth, because it makes the things comprehensive for you. It increases the level of comprehension within you when you are in terms of practicing. When you get into any conversation, suddenly 1 or 2 sentences, very quickly you are able to speak, but when conversation goes on, when somebody asks you different questions, then you get stuck, because you compare yourself, because we are not in terms of practicing. If somebody is in well practice with the simple sentences, even though he or she is not fluent, but with the presence of mind, with simple sentences, he or she is being comfortable, can answer anything. And maybe fulfillment of the conversation lies there when he or she is comfortable with practice, because practice enables them open their mouth comfortably. So this is the power of practice. I don't know for how long you'll sit and you'll think to speak English but not ready to practice. See, it is very, very and very important. You may watch thousands of videos. If you don't practice, you cannot speak English fluently. And how many videos have you watched so far? But how many times, whatever have been discussed in the videos, have you implemented? This we need to question ourselves today. You may find hundreds of thousands, lakhs of videos, how to be fluent, how to be fluent, how to this and that. But how the fluency comes? Am I following the steps being discussed in the video? Am I putting my efforts to practice every single day? Once I practice today, I have seen. Let me discuss those category also. I was also among those. I have no problem to say this. I am 101%, I'm telling you truth. I was in that category. Once I used to practice, then for 6-7 days no practice. Then again I used to listen to someone, then again I would get that aura to speak English. Then again I would go home and I would speak, practice for 15 minutes, 20 minutes in front of the mirror. Best way to speak in front of the mirror. You need to check your expression. Because confidence, the person you look into the mirror can give you the best confidence. That was my problem. I used to skip many days without practicing. When I understood the very basic thing that in order to improve my English, I need to practice every single day. And I practiced slowly and gradually. It took me to that level from 0 to here. But it requires your efforts. How much efforts you are putting in your practice. You need to practice. You need to practice. You can learn. See, when you are in practice, you learn a new word, you can apply that word in your conversation. But when you don't practice, how can you apply that word? Because that word, it won't come to you. Spontaneous, no. Nothing happens spontaneous. Believe me. If you are not, in terms of practice, you can't speak fluently. You can't and you can't. You need to understand this very fact that I need to understand that practice every single day can make me better than I was yesterday. And if you keep comparing yourself, I'm not asking you to compare yourself with others, keep comparing yourself where I was yesterday. Set your weekly plan. How much practice? Days I skipped last week, I need to practice double. Suppose if you speak every single day to yourself or by looking into the mirror, if you take one topic, suppose you skipped yesterday, so today you need to speak 2 topics. Listen more and more. If you are really a learner, otherwise stop calling yourself a learner. Harsh words I'm using because I need to wake the person who is sitting inside. Ideally, he needs to get up and start working for you. How many lives we have? One life we have. If it is your goal, make it possible today itself. Tomorrow never comes. You think about past that I was not able to speak, and then you be tensed about future. But what are you doing in your present? You're not ready to practice. Believe me, you can meet me. Sir, I applied this funda. I could not become a fluent speaker. Sir, I practiced every single day. 3 months continuously, 6 months continuously, I'm not able to speak English fluently. My dear, you can. Just come and meet me. I'm giving you this challenge. Learn basic things, and because when you are in the practice, automatically your brain will just work. It will brush itself. It will bring you lots of ideas. It can only happen when you are in terms of practice. So without practice, all in all, I have a love for you all, those who want to learn English. Because I can understand what you feel now, I was feeling same this one day. So I want to make your journey a wonderful one from day 1 to one day. But I need your cooperation. I need you to wake yourself up from the sleep if you have not waken up yourself. Please. Get up. Do it. Today onwards, make some notes, go in front of the mirror, speak on any topic. If you don't have topics, there are topics available. Thousands of topics are available. You can discuss any event. You can speak to yourself any happening, any occurrence, anything in past, present, any hobby, any habit, future planning, anything. Up to you how you practice. Slowly and gradually, you will become fluent speaker. This is my guarantee to you. And I cannot lie to you, right? So if you are watching the video for the very first time, do hit the like button if you liked it really. If it was helpful, do subscribe the channel. If you are visiting at this platform for the very first time, I'll be seeking your comments enthusiastically. So till then, take care. Bye-bye. We'll be meeting in the new video. Thank you.